those of us who've seen him a lot know he can shoot it. He is the ultimate 3-and-D guy down the road. This kid has great value at 21. He's 6'7", he loves to defend, he can jump, he's athletic, and there's the journey.
The New York Knicks are usually extremely active during the trade deadline. The exact opposite though happened this year. They completed one trade. In this trade, to keep it simple, most people probably won't care about it. However, one of these players that the Knicks received during the deadline that caught my interest was Terrance Ferguson. As the ESPN scouts highlighted, he has everything that you want in your small forward or shooting guard. The height, the athleticism, and the capability to spread the floor. That sounds like a great 3-and-D player to me. But Terrance this season hasn't really made that much of an impact. But New York can be just a team to bring the best out of him. So let's break it down. Let's talk about what he's going to bring to this New York team, how he would fit in, and why this is probably his best chance of breaking out. If I were to tell any NBA fan that your team traded for somebody who only averages 0.2 points and 0.1 rebounds, I'm not lying, that's his stats, I'd say you're crazy to believe that he can make a major impact on the team. But to that I'd say this. 1. Ferguson just hasn't been able to crack the roster. With players such as Danny Green, Seth Curry, and even Shake Milton all playing a similar position to him, it makes it sort of hard for him to crack the rotation. So as a result, I'm not taking his stats this season too seriously. When I do look at his prior seasons before though, I can tell he showed good signs of shooting the ball. In just his second year in the league, he shot 43% from the field and almost 37% from 3 on 4 attempts a night. That's pretty good, but there's a reason why he was traded in the first place. If you notice last season, he really struggled to spread the floor, and this was shown badly in the playoffs. But if you look at the shot tracker from last year and his sophomore year, I notice a trend. Shown right now is his shooting from last year. For the most part, it doesn't look good. The only two areas that are respectable are the right corner and the top of the key. But then, when looking at his sophomore shooting year, we notice a similar trend. The shooting isn't exactly beautiful, but he's able to make a relatively high clip of jumpers from both corners and the right wing. So, what am I trying to say here exactly? Because still, these diagrams don't put him in the best of light. Simply put, if the Knicks personnel and Terrance just find the right spaces on the offensive end to the point where he won't be a liability, he is going to massively help this already great Knicks defensive team. The offense is a huge question mark, but not so much on the defensive end. So let's bring some light on it. Again, with Terrance on the defensive end, the face stats may not show him that greatly. His best defensive season, in terms of blocks or steals, came last year, where he was only able to average 0.5 steals a night. But the thing is, these stats don't represent his value. With Terrance being 6'6", with his 6'9" wingspan, it allows for him to not only play great on-ball defense, but also being disruptive in the passing lanes, and being able to play multiple positions on the defensive end. And the thing that I just have to consider is that Ferguson may already be one of the better Knicks defensive players. Alec Burks is seen more as a scoring combo guard. Kevin Knox, well, quite frankly, he's out of the picture. He's not getting any type of minutes soon. Reggie Bullock is a great shooter and can provide some good defense here and there, but it's just not the level or the potential of what Terrance can bring. The only player that I'd compare Terrance's defensive impact would be to somebody such as Frank Ntilikina, which brings me to the biggest reason for hope. Coach Thibbs, historically with these wing players, has been able to get the best out of them. These type of players that just give all of their efforts on the defensive end, even if they do struggle to spread the floor in the beginning, eventually find a way to improve and not be a liability. So we are in this state of the video. What should Knick fans expect? Well, in the beginning, I don't believe that Ferguson will get minutes. But in this situation where the roster rotation is thin, if Terrance is given a legitimate chance, I could see him playing very good defense and knocking a 3-point jump shot here and there. In that example, Terrance being able to average around 6 to 7 points and around 2 to 3 rebounds with some great defense is the best possible outcase in my opinion. Until next time, peace.